We got two player interviews this week on the pregame show. One is Ethan Sledge, senior. He's carved out himself a nice little role on this team. Got a big touchdown last week. Had some touchdowns last year, and it seems like every time he scores, you're always the first guy to hug him. So, talk to me about Ethan and just his maturation and development as a player and a leader.
Well, Ethan had come over here a couple years ago, and he actually had to sit out a full calendar year to get over here. And we're not going to go into that, but he actually started on the JV last year and was our JV ringer. Like he was running for 300 plus yards every time, and we knew he was going to be special. So as soon as it was cleared for him to come on up, he came on up, and immediately what he has about him is that he's infectious. He was really quiet when he first got here. He was really quiet, really timid, and that's not him anymore. He has an infectious energy about him. He has an infectious smile. He's always got a positive attitude. The team loves him because he weighs 135 pounds, but he will block your butt as hard as you can, and he give you everything that he's got. He's one of the more physical blockers we got, especially pound for pound. So he gives you everything that we got. And like I said, from the where he came from, that little quiet, timid guy, to basically someone that when we did our captain voting, he actually got a lot of votes, and a guy that's not always the guy that you think of when you bring up our offense or the program. A guy like Ethan Sledge is what makes these programs run. And he's one of these things that are why we get into coaching. A guy like him that does everything right and does everything we need to do. And no matter what his size or limitations, he sells out his body to do whatever it takes for this team. And that's why this team loves him. And he's a great human being. So, like I said, he's got great parents. Parents raised him right. He knows how to. He's a yes sir, no sir guy, always takes care of his grades. He's one of those you never have to worry about, and he's just fun to be around. And that's why it's a joy to always have him have success no matter what. And that's why I try to go and give him a hug every time.
Yeah. Okay, week number 3, and we're joined by senior running back of the Glen Grizzlies, Ethan Sledge. Ethan, big victory for the Grizzlies last week. You capped it off with a 10-yard touchdown, getting in the end zone for your first time this season. Talk to me about the win and getting in the end zone.
It felt great. It was really like a big win, went 2-0. It was really nice. I remember when we called that play, we called a play, and I was looking, and I saw my blockers from me. I believed them, and I got in. I was like, okay, I like getting in, and this feels nice. I hope I can further do this for my teammates and for the team to get a win.
You've had a chance. I mean, this is a really talented group of backs that you're in, and you've carved yourself a nice little niche in this offense. So just talk to me about, the backs that are in that group and, what's it like, knowing that your number's going to get called with such a talented group of running backs.
It's really an honor because we have great backs. We have, of course, DJ. We have Mason. It's great because I've seen what they can do. It feels great to know that I can also have my name called, including Jamal Wilkes. It feels great to have, know that my name gets called along with them.
Coach Krauskopf, when we talked to him earlier today, he had mentioned he had no choice but to bring you up last year. I mean, you were just blowing it up in JV, just running for a ton of yards, and you got your chance. And what was that call or conversation like when he said, "Hey, we're going to put you up with the big dogs and actually get you some run"?
It was really like that week against Connolly, he told me, he said, "Okay, Sledge, you're now with the varsity," and I was just doing my best to just carve my way into it and do my best that week to prepare for the game and let him know that he can call my name when he needs me.
Absolutely. Again, we're joined by senior running back of the Glen Grizzlies, Ethan Sledge. Ethan, is the second year of the slot T offense. The fruit is starting to show, right? Everybody's kind of hitting their zones and hitting their blocks and their lanes a lot quicker and a lot smoother than they did last year at this point. Did it just take couple of games to kind of get going, and what's the difference this year week 2 versus last year week 2 where you guys were 0-2?
I say this year week 2 we fired off all cylinders. We know what we need to do, we know what we got to do, and it's just like muscle memory at this point. Last year we were just implementing it, and we're still new to it. We were new to what the linemen have to do, what the backs have to do, the timing, all that. And this year it's really showing that we know what we have to do, and we just have to do it.
Absolutely. What's it like every day going against this defense and then watching this defense dominate the last 2 weeks. I mean, 6.5 points in 2 games each, only 1 touchdown. I mean, it's incredible to see. What are you seeing out there, and what's the vibe in practice with the defense? Are they kind of beating their chest a little bit? What's going on with those guys?
The defense, man, they're always loud. They always bring it when they need to. And going against them, they really, toughen up the offense because we know they're coming 100%. And we're coming 100% too. And in practice, a lot of times it's like back and forth. It's like, who's going to get it next? And it's really good. And it's really helping us get through week by week.
Lastly, what are you seeing on film from the Rouse defense that you guys are, I don't want to say worried about, but that you guys are kind of looking at, and things that you might have to work on this week?
They're big on their line. They're pretty strong. They like to try to keep everything in, but we're just trying to, just come stronger up front, make sure our guys get the punch on them before they get the punch on us early on, and just try to do our best to outlast them long run during the game.
Absolutely. Great job, Ethan. Excited to call your number, and hopefully we get some more touchdowns for you this week before the bye week, but good luck tonight, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you. Have a nice night.